on linear algebra. So we'll today understand what is the motivation for learning linear algebra with two examples. So the first one is a price discovery example. Consider you are going to a shop and you buy two apples and three bananas for 8 rupees. So this you can form with an example equation of 2a plus 3b is equal to 8. Now, in the same way, next day you go to the shop and you buy 10 apple and one banana, and then the equation will be 10a plus 1b is equal to 30. Now, a and b are the values for one single, for example, a is the amount cost of one single apple and b is the cost of one single banana. So we have formed two different equations, and in order to find the value of a and b, we can just solve these two different equations and we can get the a and b value. But in real time, we have few scenarios. For example, you have an image. There we can have multiple dimensions and we have multiple parameters like A and B. So in that scenarios, we can't solve directly the equations to get the parameter values. So that's where linear algebra comes into play and help us to solve such problems. Same way, let's look at into another example, that is the optimal value for parameters. So first let us understand what is exactly a parameter. So a parameter is a quantity that basically influences the behavior of an mathematical object. For example, we have a line which has a function, uh, and in this function we have a, b, and c as parameters. Why? Because the value of a and b determines the behavior of the function. For example, as and when you will change the value of a, b, c, the behavior, the line will have different formation. So the parameter is a quantity that influences the behavior of a mathematical object. Let us consider one example. So let us say we have a histogram that basically provides a distribution of different age group of people who play football and what is the frequency. So this on top of this histogram, we can draw one particular line to understand the data points, and this line will have an equation, and the equation will have some parameters. Now, in order to find what is the optimal parameter of this line, we might need the help of linear algebra that we will look into the future lectures. And so this is one of the example where linear algebra will help us to find the optimal parameters.